What's going on, guys? PikachuGoneRogue here, and today I'm going to show you how to make the melee damage build which can be used in PvP and PvE. Now in today's video I'm going to show you exactly what pieces you need, what mods and what stats I get out of this melee build, and I'm going to show you exactly how this plays out in PvP. So the first thing you're going to need is the Lady Death. Now why? Because this gun is the most pinnacle thing that you need. This is the most unique part of the build, this melee damage attachment that comes with it. 500% melee damage combined with the Wyvern holster right here. This is a named piece which I believe you can only get in the DZ. What it does is 500% melee damage. Now combine that with the Lady Death, you get yourself 1000 melee damage there and done. Now obviously this is a DZ exclusive piece which you're gonna, and same thing with the Marikumi Knee Pad, you need this as well. These are both DZ pieces, so you're gonna have to try and farm for these pieces if you don't have them already. Another note to add, this is a 6-piece armor piece, 6-core armor piece build, and I'll show you why in a sec. Because in this build you do not have to put anything into weapon damage, because we are not using our gun, we are not shooting anything. All we're doing is meleeing. Now regardless if you have melee damage or not, this is always going to produce the same amount of damage. So what we've gone with today is 1-piece Bellstone Armory, because this is also an armor regen build along with hazard protection. Now Bellstone Armory provides 1% armor regen, and on the mask we have maxed out armor, hazard protection and bleed resistance. Now obviously, well, what you would want with this mask is hazard protection and armor regen. I've added the bleed resistance mod because that just boosts up, you know how it is in the DZ, everyone's running bleed hive to get out of that situation when you're just slowed down, because speed is also essential in this build. You need to be quick. If you're not quick, it's going to hold you back. Next piece, we've gone with a golden backpack with adrenaline rush. Same thing as the other piece, armor, hazard protection, armor regen. I've also gone with a 10% ensnare resistance bonus because foams can be a very difficult thing to get past in the DZ. You know, like I said, this build is based around speed. You need to be quick, in and out of your shield, meleeing, and that ensnare is going to be a big problem if you can't get out of it. So that's why I've gone with that. If you have maxed out hazard protection, like say you have 70% hazard protection, this extra 10% is going to provide a 80% resistance against the foam. Adrenaline rush, you know, whenever you're within 10 meters of an enemy, you gain 20% bonus armor. That you're always going to be around someone, so anything that provides you with some bonus armor for being close to an enemy is what you need. Now the chest piece we've gone with is golden again. Now in this build we've gone with 3-piece golden because we need that armor regen and we need that total percent of armor to be boosted up as well. Remember, this is about survivability with this build, because all you're doing is meleeing, so you need to be always having full health, just constantly regenerating that armor as well. Now we've gone with intimidate because while you know you have bonus armor, which you will have from adrenaline rush, your weapon damage will be amplified by 35%. I'm not too sure if this impacts the melee damage or not. I haven't tested it out, but this is especially helpful for when you can't melee and you have to shoot you with your gun. Now there are moments in this clip and the next few clips I'm going to show you where I don't have my shield, but I do have the damage to output to finish them off, which I have done. So I've also gone with a bleed resistance mod for this, so I have 2 bleed resistant mods and the ensnare bonus mod. Now in theory you could just take one of these pieces off and put like a burn resistance, because you know status effects with the chem launchers, big problem as well, but I don't really run into that. If you do run into it, you can just, you know, it's a real quick process. You just switch out one mod, put another one on. It's not a problem. Now, gloves, golden I've gone with because it's just the god roll I've got. Well, you know, close to god roll. Armor, armor regen, hazard protection. Remember, you need that hazard protection all the way up. The Wyvern piece, armor regen, and armor. That's all you really need. It comes already with melee damage and pistol damage maxed out. Can't change them. Next, the Marikumi Knee Pad. This is, remember, it's a DZ exclusive. So what I've done, because it comes with that 1% armor regen. Beautiful thing. On this build, we're basically running 3% armor regen. That's all you really need to stay alive. And I've also got 1.9 mil armor. big bonus. Hazard protection and armor on that obviously comes with armor regen, so you don't have to worry about that. Now, as I'll show you on the stats, right here, there. So my hazard protection isn't the best it could be. So I'm 56%, but in my eyes, 56% is all you really need. I barely have any problems with hazard protections with this build, and especially that bleed resistance, as you can see, it's 73%. It's not a problem. Same thing with the ensnare, that just adds it up. There you go, 66%. It's not a problem. You can get, you know, higher. You could switch out some mods, but like I said, for me, 56%, 55, you know, anywhere around 60 is a good enough threshold for you. Now, on this build, you can run with a few different skills. What you will need is this ballistic shield, mainly because it amplifies the damage that you do. So remember, with this build, you're always having the melee, you're always having the Lady Death in your hand, because you need it equipped to get that 500% melee damage bonus, along with the holster obviously providing 1000. Now you could run this shield with either the riot foam to stop people from running away from you if it's a problem, or you could also run this with the booster hive. Now obviously you're gonna ask why. Booster hive increases your hazard protection and melee damage. Now I believe the melee damage only increases it by, I think it was 25% or something like that. It's not a massive boost, but it is a boost regardless to your melee damage. Now I think just without the hive, your melee damage does roughly around 750,000 damage. That's basically a 1 whack to squishy enemies. It's someone with 1.1 mil armor, it's basically a 2 whack. It's not a problem to get through. Another piece you could run with is chem launcher, set them on fire. But what I think is the best thing to do is either put the bleed hive, the booster hive, or well, what I rock with is the chem launcher hive. If the enemy team has a healer or something like that, and you don't have a full squad of people that can utilize different skills, just put that jammer on, get that healer out of the way, focus him, knock him out. The rest will be easy, not a problem. But for the most part, that's just the build. I've also gone with a shotgun with weapon damage to bleeding enemies. Remember, if you're running with a hive on your team or something and you don't have your shield out, just switch to that, pump, done, easy. But for the most part, that is the build. I'm going to show you some next few clips of how this destroys enemies in the dark zone. Most of the time it's always a 2-hit, but this is the most annoying PvP build you could come across, because especially with this, the armor regen on this is good enough. Like, you could get it higher if you really wanted to, but my armor regen is 73,000. That in itself is just amazing, along with the hazard protection, and all you're doing is meleeing. But that's for the most part of the build. Hope you enjoy it. I'll leave you with the video. PikachuGoneRogue, and I'll see you in the next one. Enjoy. Easy manhunt farm. Back to checkpoint for you, friend. Back to checkpoint. Easy manhunt farm. Go inside now. You are
I'm
noob.
easy like your mum, Dread.
Yes, mate. You are easy. Back to checkpoint. Easy. Easy.
Easy like your mum.
Yes, mate. Easy. Easy.
Your mum, Dread.
Mom, back to checkpoint. Back to checkpoint. Go inside. Go on. I wait for you out here. Back inside now. Go.